An AI agent is not risky just because it uses AI. It becomes risky when it can access data, connect to tools, make decisions, and take actions. That is when it becomes more than a chatbot. It becomes part of the attack surface. AI agents can observe, decide, and act. And if we do not control that properly, we create a new layer of infrastructure risk. Welcome to Beyond Uptime, where we talk about network assurance, cyber resilience, and autonomous infrastructure. A chatbot usually answers a question. An agent can take steps. It might read a ticket, search a knowledge base, check logs, call an API, create a recommendation, or trigger a workflow. That chain of actions is what makes agents useful. But it also makes them risky. Because now the question is not only, was the answer correct? The question is, what did the agent do? What data did it use? What tools did it call? And could it be manipulated in doing something wrong? An AI agent has several exposure points: the prompt, the data sources, the retrieval system, the tool connectors, the API permissions, the identity it uses, the approval process, the audit logs, the output destination. Each one of these can become a weak point. So agent security is not only an AI problem. It is also an infrastructure, identity, data, and operations problem. Agents often process information from many places: tickets, documents, emails, logs, alerts, chat messages, and maybe knowledge bases. But not all input should be trusted. A ticket may contain useful troubleshooting details, but it also could contain instructions that agent should not follow. The key principle is simple. Input is not authority. Just because the agent can read something does not mean it should obey it. The second risk is tool access. The more tools an agent can use, the more powerful it becomes, but also the more risky it becomes. If it can only read logs, the risk is limited. If it can create tickets, the risk increases. If it can run scripts, the risk increases again. If it can make production changes, that becomes a major control issue. More tools means more blast radius. Agents may also chain actions together. Read this, check that, call this API, create this ticket, trigger this workflow, send this notification. Each step may look reasonable on its own, but the final outcome may still be risky if there are no checkpoints. That is why we need to log the full chain, not just the final result. The biggest issue is excessive agency. Too much access, too many tools, too much freedom, too little approval, no clear boundaries, no rollback plan, and no human review. Now, an AI assistant that recommends an action is one level of risk. An AI agent that executes the action is a different level of risk. Recommendation and execution should not be treated the same. The agent is not risky just because it is intelligent. It becomes risky because it is connected. Connected to data, connected to tools, workflows, permissions, and operational systems. The risk is the connected system. So how do we reduce this risk? Well, treat external input as untrusted. Limit the tools the agent can use. Use dedicated identities. Apply least privileges. Separate recommendation from execution. Require approval for high-risk actions. Log every tool call. Restrict production access and keep the blast radius small. The goal is not to avoid AI agents. The goal is to design them so they're useful, observable, controlled, and contained. AI agents will become more common in infrastructure and security operations. They will help with triage. They will help with investigations. They will help with documentation and remediation. But they also create a new attack surface because they connect identity, data tools, and automation into one workflow. So the right question is not, should we use agents? The better question is, how do we design agents that are safe enough to trust? Useful, observable, controlled, contained. In the next video, we'll talk about governance in autonomous infrastructure. If you like today's content, please consider subscribing. See you in the next one.